Perhaps before you commence the meditation, you'd like to write any of your thoughts on a piece of paper. If you've got anything to do, a list, anything on your mind, just write it on a piece of paper and let it go. You can pick it up after the meditation, which is for you. It's your time. You can pick it up after the meditation if you wish. For now, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And as you let go, perhaps you'd like to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, you become aware of your breathing. You might sigh and just make yourself comfortable now. And as you make yourself comfortable, you become aware of your heartbeat. Your heart beating away, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. As you become aware of your heartbeat, you become aware of any sensations and feelings in the body. As you become aware of sensations, you experience the present moment without judgment, reservation, or attachment. Acceptance of the nature of thyself and our thoughts and feelings as they come and go. Breathing in naturally and normally, in more and more aware, calm and peace. As you become more peaceful and calm, just reflect on a time or times you've been calm and at peace and relaxed. Think of a specific time and imagine seeing that time like on a TV screen. And as you see it, notice the colors, any sounds, any feelings. You can step in the screen and live the moment like the here and now. It might have been a vacation, a holiday, some time with family on your own. And if you can't think of a time, imagine what it would be like to be completely relaxed and at peace with the world. Accepting how you feel right now, rather than denying your feelings, accept your feelings at the moment as they are. Understanding that acceptance comes first and change later. Now, set your intention for the meditation. What outcome do you want? What are you wanting from the meditation? What do you want to gain? Do you want to reduce stress, greater emotional balance, or discover the true nature of yourself? The strength of your intention helps you to find what's missing. What's missing in your life right now? What have you become disconnected from? And breathe and sigh. Relax. Pay attention to your inner and outer experience. Become aware and notice all the sensation, the trillions and trillions of cells in your body. Notice any sensations, where they are, any feelings. Become aware, become curious. Awareness and acceptance, and have compassion and kindness toward yourself. Acceptance is related to effortless awareness, a natural sense of observing without judgment, expectation, or attachment. Discover all that you are not: body, feelings, thoughts, time, space, this or that, nothing concrete or abstract. The very perceiving shows that you are not what you perceive. Just observing and accepting each passing experience. Now, recognize any emotion you're feeling. Name the emotion in your mind if you can. And accept the experience you are having. Yes, you probably don't like the feeling, but the reality is the emotion is here at the moment. Now investigate. Become curious about your experience. Where do you feel the emotion in your body? What kind of thoughts are going through your mind? See the emotion as a passing event rather than who you actually are. Like a passing shower in the summer sunshine. You feel a warmth on your shoulders, and that warmth helps you to relax and find peace. Just as different images are reflected in a mirror, but are not the mirror. Different emotions arise and pass. They come and go, but they are not you. They are not yourself. This too shall pass. Anger shall pass. Sadness shall pass. It shall all dissolve. Acceptance is not acquiescence. It is free of unrealistic expectations, fantasy, imagination, and false hope. Now, think of the emotion you'd like to let go, a feeling, an emotion or a feeling you'd like to let go, and write it down. And as you write the emotion down, accept the feeling, or you don't like the feeling, but the reality is, the emotion is here at the moment. Just investigate the emotion. Talk to your emotion. What's it saying to you? What needs to change? What's missing? What's missing in your life? Become curious. Just like a child. When you were a child and you were curious, you first learned to walk and talk. And how long do you give a baby to walk and talk? It does it on its own. You did it on your own. Become curious. And you were curious as a baby. Why? You wondered why. Why? I once was on a train And whilst I was on the train, I overheard a family speaking behind me. I was on a train, traveling, and it was a beautiful blue sky, crystal blue, beautiful blue sky, sun shining. And I overheard the child say to the parents, "Why is the sky blue?" And the parents said, "It just is. We don't know. Who knows?" And I thought to myself, what a fantastic question. What an amazing question. What the parents should have said is, let's look it up. Why is it blue? Or maybe you can be the first person to find out. When you were young, you were curious, and now you're curious and become curious about your emotion. The emotion is speaking to you. It's telling you something. It's there to serve you, like a radar. And as you become aware of that emotion, what kind of thoughts are going through your mind? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts linked to that emotion? Take the time to think about your thoughts, any beliefs you might have, and become aware of them. And rather than challenge them, let them disintegrate into the atmosphere. Knowing your mind rationalizes, you've got an amazing mind. It's there to serve and protect you. Now see the emotion as a passing shower, an event that will drift, like a river flowing down, a wonderful, beautiful stream. Images reflected in the mirror, but are not the mirror. You are not the image you project in the mirror. Different emotions arise and pass, but they're not you. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Become free. Free yourself from unrealistic expectations, fantasy, imagination, and hope. And breathe and sigh. Acceptance is not acquiescence. It is free of unrealistic expectation, fantasy, imagination, and false hope. It is simply the raw, unadulterated experience of our life in this moment. Letting go of attachments and judgments. Relinquish the boundary of tension between our view of the self in relation to other objects, expectations and shoulds. Expectations and shoulds are what easily form a cage for our true self and our relationship with an understanding of the world. Our desires have the potential to disappoint us, for though we meet with something that gives us satisfaction, yet it never thoroughly answers our expectation. In reality, from childhood, we form expectations of ourselves, others, and the world in general. It is self-involved and mostly unrealistic, but we cling to them as a perception of our own identity and its value. It assumes a clear boundary between the self and our control over the environment. Alas, it is but an illusion that we desperately cling. We desperately cling to this illusion as we believe it defines our value. The unrealistic demands is like an inner slave driver. One can never succeed that way. Let go. Let go. You are perfect as you are. Perfection. You are perfect. Imperfection is true perfection. Learning to love ourselves and appreciate ourselves for who we are. And now you can appreciate yourself for who you are, your sense of self. and letting go of that endless cycle of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Letting go of any thoughts and feelings that don't serve you. Letting go. As you let go, just breathe. And end any resistance. Expectation is the opposite of patience. Expectation is waiting for something to happen. It is not a patient waiting. True patience manifests itself as a non-grasping openness to whatever comes next. Control what you can and let go of what you can't. A calm willingness to be present, to allow awakening to occur as it will. Knowing the only moment we have is the now. We can learn and reflect on the past, and as you reflect on the past, think of some of your treasured memories and some of your learning experiences. And as you think of some of your most treasured memories and learning experiences, knowing that every experience you've had has made you the person you are today, and the person you are today is the person you need to be. And as you accept yourself for who you are, you might think of the future and things you'd like to do, any goals or dreams, and as you do that, knowing the only way to achieve anything in the future is in the now. The now. There's no reason why the future should be any better than now. You control your emotions, and yes, it's wonderful to achieve goals, and it's wonderful to pursue our dreams. It's also wonderful to really find joy in the moment, the only moment we truly have, and finding wonder and joy. As trying matures into patient resolution, to devote energy to the practice without grasping at results, the universe slowly reveals itself. Expectation is not just an illusion that forever remains just out of our grasp. The resulting continuous dissatisfaction and disappointment affects our thoughts and feelings, which easily becomes habitually negative and hopeless. Expectation is not only the opposite of patience, but of acceptance as well. Expectation is about not accepting ourselves, who we are, and always living in another moment, but the present. Forgive yourself, and free yourself, and liberate yourself from any negative feelings and emotions, knowing that there are many factors that contributed to the person you are today. Many factors biologically, psychologically, and sociologically, and you are who you are. Being angry and annoyed with yourself or anyone else, especially for prolonged periods, is not healthy. It harbors unpleasant feelings and thoughts, and is expressed in harmful behaviors. Not only is it harmful to your own health and psychological well-being, but it directly contradicts the concept and intent of this wonder of life, the beauty of life. It ruminates and focuses on the past. It festers, fulminates, and preoccupies the imagined threat, also having a negative physiological effect and overactivates our stress response system. Forgiveness. Forgive and let go. Let go and breathe out any negative feelings, thoughts, and emotions. Letting go of what you can't control and controlling what you can, and building a vision for the future and living in the now. It is important to distinguish forgiveness from forgetting or condoning the hurtful action, but only to realize instead that the merciless need for revenge and justice and self-righteousness has a high emotional, energetic cost to ourselves. In reality, we sacrifice a part of ourselves for an unworthy cause. Disengage and let go from anger and hatred, the fabrication, and our own reliance on these stories. Let go of any negative stories and narrative. Life, the meaning of life is what we give it. Life isn't always fair, yet we are where we need to be. And wherever we are, where we need to be is a learning journey. We are here in this physical form for all but a limited amount of time, on the grand scheme of things, in the age of the universe. And life in this genetic form is short. There's no you, there never will be another you, and never has been in this genetic form. Seize the moment and day, and disengaging from any negative thoughts and feelings, fabricated stories, and reliance on these stories as part of your identity. Open up to new alternatives, a vision, a life of hope and visions, and wonderful experiences. Let go of any continuous thinking and judgments, and reject your own subjective interpretation that probably deny any other person's true situations. Now recognize any emotions you'd like to let go, and write them down in your mind's eye if you choose to, if you know what they are. If you're not sure, it's okay. Become aware of them and accept the feelings. Even though you might not like them, they are there. The emotion's there. It's talking to you. Talk to your emotion. Investigate it. Become curious about your experience. Where do you feel the emotion in your body? And what kind of thoughts are going through your mind? And let the thoughts disintegrate into the atmosphere and flow like a river, a wonderful stream. Wash them away and see the emotion as a passing event rather than who you actually are. Just as different images are reflected in the mirror, but are not the mirror. Different emotions arise and pass in you. They are not you. Let go. Let go. This too shall pass. Free yourself and liberate yourself. Letting go and fully accept who you are. And love who you are. Full acceptance. And now, if it's safe to do so, you can drift to sleep. And as you drift to sleep, knowing you'll wake up feeling fresh, positive, full of energy. If you need to wake up, then you can do so as well. And as you wake up, you can come back in your own time, in your own pace, feeling really fully refreshed, fully recharged, fully revitalized. In your own time, in your own pace, counting back from 3 to 1. As I count back, 3 coming back fully refreshed, recharged, energetic. 2 coming back, and 1, and come back to the here and now in your own time or in your own pace. If it's safe to do so, you can drift to sleep.